This video is intended for adult collectors or adults who want a nostalgia fix, not for kids. Although children may appear in this video, they are in it for review purposes only. If you are a child, please make sure to get your parents' permission before watching and make them watch it with you.
Welcome to Emily and Hector's
Retro Review!
Today, we are going to be unboxing and reviewing She-Ra and Hordak from the 2021 Masters of the Universe Origins line! Emily, what do you think?
I'm in class right now.
But it's She-Ra and Hordak.
Hold on 1 second. Cosine of theta equals 72.
That's boring. Let's go back to She-Ra and Hordak. Maybe she can join us in a little bit. Now, before I started with anything, I just wanted to express my utter joy at seeing these classic toy lines that I grew up with make a strong comeback at toy store aisles. Now, if only Toys R Us could do the same in the USA. I want to compare these figures to the figures that Super 7 made just a few years ago. Now, they had the rights to make these figures, but not quite the way Mattel makes them. So what they did is they kind of swerved around that licensing and made them look just like the cartoon. We got She-Ra right here, made by Super 7 in 2018. She looks great, but comparing her to this new Mattel one, I still kind of like the look of Super 7 a lot more. I'm really digging the look on both of them. I really love the way both of them look. This original Hordak I've been wanting for a very long time. I remember going to Toys R Us with my brother and my mom, and I thought they were buying me a Hordak. I wondered why they were wrapping it up, and we went to some kid's birthday party and we left a present there. And so ever since, I've been wanting a Hordak. It's a big risk buying classic Masters of the Universe figures because of that degradation in the rubber band. And now I have the evil horde leader, Hordak. What do you guys prefer, the Super 7 or these new Mattel figures? And they look very much alike. Of course, it's the color that makes a huge difference. Now, comparing them to the 1982 Masters of the Universe packaging, these new figures pay great homage to the original and best of all. I'm going to start with Hordak. And since I've been waiting 35 years to unbox and play with Hordak, I'm going to be that little kid, that 5-year-old once again. I'm gonna tear into it. I wanna treasure this moment because I usually unbox these figures very nice and neat, and I put them back in the box and I store them away. This one, I'm gonna tear into it. Yeah! No! No! Emily! He broke! I was too enthusiastic with it.
Is that normal? You could probably pull off his hands.
Look it! He's okay. Oh my gosh! I needed this when I was a kid, man.
Yeah, skeletor. You want to switch him out. Hey, be careful to check before you
Oh my gosh.
That's cool.
Oh, look at that. He's wearing pants. He's finally wearing pants. Wow.
I wonder if his arms come off. Oh.
I'm going to smell him. He smells so good. Talk about an emotional roller coaster. I thought I broke him. You give manpower to an enthusiastic 5-year-old and anything can happen. Such as He-Man becoming the new leader of the evil horde. That ability of accidentally breaking your toys and being able to just easily fix them is something that 5-year-old me would have really appreciated and loved. This came in the box as well. Remove and swap parts. Removable parts. So all these pieces are removable, including the hands. There. It's nice. It doesn't have that action as classic Masters of the Universe figures had, because, well, you can take them apart, but I would give that little action up just to have the opportunity to accidentally break them and put them back together, but also to swap out parts. That's really cool. Well, let's get down to the actual toy review. The plastic is wonderful. Got the cape. On the original, it's actually a cloth cape. This is cool. I know I won't lose it because it's attached. And just by looking at that face, you already know he's a bad guy. All this, the articulation, everything is fantastic. And look at that detail right there. Man, I am so glad I was able to find this figure. Dimming the lights a bit, you can really see all the detail. It looks really good. Paint application, small little things to complain about, but honestly, this figure looks amazing. I read through the comic. The comic's not so good. I'd buy it just like this. He did come with some accessories. This is a crossbow. You snap it together and then there. I'm gonna pose him the way he's posed right here. Look at that. He doesn't have to be squatting. He could actually almost stand up straight. Yeah, look at that stance. I think that's a good look at Hordak. I'm really itching to pose him next to She-Ra. Let's get to unboxing She-Ra and have this epic.
Can I open it?
You want? But I thought you were in school.
So this is She-Ra. So let's just take a look at the back, because I was looking at it earlier and I would just really like to show all of you guys. So the illustration on the back is super cool in my opinion. The shading is like really good and the colors are just super vibrant and on point. It makes it look super cool. But the downside of having a really cool illustration is that it kind of makes the toy look a little cheapy, because it doesn't look anything like the illustration. And the little sticker that they put on the clear bubble, I like that. That's cool. Unlike my dad, I've come prepared with a little letter opener to try and not rip the packaging apart. I haven't unboxed the toy in a little bit, so this might take me a little while.
You know, when I unboxed it, I had it out in a few seconds.
I'm getting there.
You know, when I unboxed it, I thought I broke it.
Look at that! The sticker is like even cooler when it's out of the packaging. Look at that. Wow. Look, it has like some glitter in there. She looks funny. Let's smell the figure. She smells different than Hordak does.
To me, she smells like sweet. Something sweet, like cookies.
I wonder if they did it on purpose. Okay, now that She-Ra is out of the box, I think we can all agree that she looks way better now that she's unboxed.
Yes, I totally agree. She looks fantastic out of the box. And while you were looking at her and, you know, playing with her a bit and checking out her articulation and everything, I read the comic that she came with. It was a lot better than Hordak's comic. And what I loved also is that since this being the series before Hordak, they actually gave a small little sneak preview of Hordak right at the end of the comic.
First, what I really noticed about her while she was in the packaging was the super shiny stickers that are placed on her armor. And now that she's out of the box and with all the lights that we have here, you can really see how nicely it sparkles.
Yeah, this screams 80s.
Yeah. Cool thing that my dad was telling me about is that how her head thing, once it's put upside down, it turns into a mask.
That's originally what the creators intended, for it to be like a little mask to cover her face and hide her identity.
And just at the back, her hair is super long, and I really like the sculpting of her hair, just giving her a few curls and waves. Now let's take a look at her armor. She comes with like these Wonder Woman arm plates, and she comes with her sword of protection and her shield. And just to be honest, I think that they could have added a few more details to the shield and the sword, or more specifically the shield. I think that they do have a few sculpting in there, but I think they could have added some glitter or at least a sticker. And then she has this little gemstone that matches her sword and her shield on her breastplate. And then she comes with these cool little like tool details, like a skirt and some shoulder pads, I think.
It is shoulder
Oh.
things.
Cool. Her cape is super long, and I'm really happy that they made it like fabric. Yeah. I'm glad that they didn't use plastic. That kind of would have been pretty cheapy.
He has a plastic cape. I like that it's a plastic cape.
It looks good on him. I don't think it would look
Good on
her.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because he's so like bulky. And then her little skirt or her belt, it also comes with that shiny sticker on it. I really like her boots. I'm glad that they kept them pretty simple because it doesn't take away any attention from her entire outfit. So my dad saw that he could take apart He-Man and Hordak and the other figures. So he tried to take apart She-Ra, but it didn't really work. I'm glad that he didn't try any further. He probably would have messed her up and popped off her head or something. She has articulation at the neck, at her shoulder, at her elbow, at her wrist, and at her waist, at her hip, her knee, and at her ankle. Okay, Daddy, what do you think about the figures?
They're amazing. They're fantastic. Both of them actually look better out of the box. If you're able to find them, get them. Even if the box is dented. I know maybe some of you guys are mink collectors. Man, just get it. Because these figures are amazing. How about you, Emily? What do you think?
I'm pretty crazy about She-Ra. I think they did a really good job with her and her outfit, and I think she looks really cool. And Hordak, he looks cool too. I'm just not as big of a fan of him as She-Ra. And they really do a good job at blending in with the original figures.
It's Hordak. It's just me, He-Man.
It's He-Man! Everything's gonna be okay.
Yes, Oracle, there's nothing to worry about. Wait a minute. So who's this guy?
Thank you for watching this video.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. From Hector.
And Emily.
Bye. But it's a daddy-daughter retro review.